Good day, everyone. Here we are for one more session trading the US markets. Yeah. What's in store for us today? What's in store for us today? So, have a couple things to show you before the market opens. Let's just see if anyone comes up and we can start going through the points I would like to share with you before we have the bells of the stock market exchange in New York ringing. Okay. Um, I I was trading. I told you guys that I was looking for a. I was looking for a strategy to trade the pre-sessions, and today was the first day that I traded it, and it was pretty good. And I'm gonna share with you what I did and what I expect to work with today. So this is the high time frame. It's the 4 hour chart, but I believe I will start with the daily, okay? Because we have some stuff to see here, right? I remember that last Friday, and I'm going to show it to you here. Last Friday, I told about a level that we should watch for a continuation of the trend, and I'm going to show you that how right was I on that one. But anyway, we have to see here that this is Friday. Okay, we had this huge slump, and what I am expecting, I'm expecting the price to come back to this 20.87 here. And why? Because this is like the high of the day. The the pre-session, the Monday session opened and brought the price to this area, which is like, you could call it sort of fair value gap here, if you want to use this terminology. Okay, but I really don't care about that. The fair value gap would be between the 21.44 and the 28.74. I don't really care about that. I just think that we are going to have a rejection from here, and then we can think about shorting it again up until this 2283. And why this 2283? Because this is the last point we used to reach the high, the all-time high here of 22.1. So that's why I think this is a point we should be watching carefully. Okay, to maybe for a long here, by mid-session, by the end of the session, or even by tomorrow. It could sustain here up to tomorrow. And I'm gonna say that this is gonna be a fully reversal point, okay? Because we can't call these kind of things. From here, we could go like 300 points to the upside or so, like coming back to this area here. So there's a lot of room to go up, okay? But this is like, it's further conversation. Now let's see again the 4 hour, which I think is important. Okay, it's something that we are seeing right now happening. What just happened? What just happened? We were like in this downtrend here, boop, 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 boop. And then where did we stop going up from here? We stopped going up exactly from the view up and that 4 hour break. Look, this is the 4 hour break here. it broke to the downside like hugely, 154 points to the downside, and it just reacted now from here. Okay, so I'm not sure if this is gonna be the high of the session, maybe that at least at the beginning of the session, because I really believe that we're gonna break this mid session to end the session, and then come back here and here, yeah, here around this area here, we will have some sort of rejection, and then we could see the price just going back up, rolling over up to these levels here. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys now my in the morning. Okay, and this was my trade in the morning. It was a beautiful trade, guys, beautiful trade. I'm gonna show it to you here real quick before we start the market, before the bells in New York start to ring. Okay, uh, this was like early morning here in the UK time, GMT. Okay, we had this consolidation here. And why this consolidation was important, guys? Because this was around the low of the day, Friday. Okay, let's take a look here. No, actually, no. I think this was important only because there is some support here anyway, and I saw to my way of analyzing like price action that we held this area for a good time. Okay, we held this area here for a good time, and then we broke it to the upside here. You see, in the morning, like we in pre-session, we don't usually have huge breaks uh, from the downside or the upside. They tend to accumulate, but uh, they are small in nature. So when I saw this, I first thought of making an order here, but I wasn't paying too much attention at the moment, just on the phone, so I didn't want to risk entering here. But if I was paying attention, I would enter because it was really, 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 really consolidating here. So I liked it a lot. But then it broke to the upside, and first thing I tried was an order right here at this 593. The price came here and then went back. I set stop loss at 0 and it came back. So because I knew it could happen, I just set another order here. Okay, and another order here because it could come all the way down, and I would like to use liquidity sweep, I would call, to enter the market. But the price never came here. Uh, but it came here and went all the way up. I held it, and about here I set a stop loss. I start to trade the trade, and I was caught around here, so I made like 20 points, something like that. And then I set another order, okay, to come around here, where it is here. And then the price came. I just left it go, and I took this trade up to the highs here. I almost was caught by this drop here, but I decided to trail just from here. And then I was able to come up to the view up here. I think I was taking out here 78 points. It was a very good trade. And then I saw this break. I liked it, this break here to the downside. This was the 4-hour rejection, a 4-hour break that I showed you guys before. It broke down, and then here I tried a new trade around here. I tried a new trade here, but it just came back. I set stop loss at 0 and entered. Actually, took the stop loss at 0, and then here when it broke again. I tried to set an order around here, and unfortunately, it didn't take. The order was here 2 points above, and it just didn't take. It wasn't triggered, and that's why I'm out of this trade. Um, regarding the opening of the market, what can I say? Look, this here seems to be holding as a possible point from where we could go higher. But I really believe, and because I did a very good trade, I don't want to like jeopardize my profits here. Okay, I will even get rid of this because it's not online. I just showed you guys this one. I can get rid of it as well. This order I already canceled as well because it doesn't make sense. It could just keep going lower. So what am I thinking here? So you guys know, I don't like when the price is like in the middle of the range because we have a range here, clear range from 530 or even a bit higher here. It's a 567 up to this 679 area. So it's a nice little range we have here. It's a nice little range we have here. A nice little range, 135 points. So what am I thinking? What am I thinking? I'm thinking of taking advantage of the price coming back down and reacting. If it does happen, if it does happen, I'll be willing to enter the market from this area here in a long, okay, but without a lot of pretension, because I don't believe we are breaking the high of the day today. If we are breaking, it's just for maybe some liquidity grab. I don't think we're going higher than that. But I'm just not shorting from this area here. I'm not shorting from this area here. Okay, just because it doesn't make sense. I believe we will see the prices higher before seeing them lower. Okay, so that's one of the things that I could do. The other thing in the game plan is like watching this 673 here to see if it's going to be tested again. And it has the view up here, which is interesting because we just saw the view up being tested a couple times here. Okay, a couple times it was tested today. The last time a few time ago, and I think we could see the price coming back here, rejecting, and then we would make something around this area as well. So this is the game plan for today, and we are almost there. I'm gonna call this candle, but I'm not really excited to with this strategy anymore. So I'm not even opening a trade here. Okay, guys. But let's see. 5 seconds. I think we are going lower. I think we're going lower. Yeah, we went a bit lower and then came back up. Like I said, I'm not very excited with this strategy anymore. Maybe I would have made a couple bucks here, but no big deal. Okay, so we might be heading higher. Let's just let's just see what's gonna happen. I'm not very greedy today. I already had my I already had my profits guaranteed. I made like a three RR because my stop loss is 25 points. I made like 75, 80, so 3R for me is enough. There's a guy on YouTube who claims like 3R is the same as break even for him. Okay, it's not my case. 3R for me is very good for a day. For a week, if I reach like 10R is very good. Like 10R is very good. Actually, very good. I use in the mornings. I'm trying to not go too big in my positions. And in the afternoons, I usually trade like 1%, sometimes 1.2% of the account, and that's it. And I use this stop loss, of 25 because I don't see any reason for making it 10 or even less points. I like to trade like this. Everyone has to trade like they please. If you use a 5 to 10 point stop loss, it's fine. If it's working for you, good. But I would be very cautious about very low stop losses. And I don't know, there's one thing here that's bothering me sometimes. I think this is not showing you very well, especially the weeks. Yeah. Maybe I should make it like thicker, especially the weeks. Let's take a look here. What is going on in the stocks, individual stocks? Wow, we're heading lower now. Yeah, like I said, I am expecting something to happen around the 532 area or something like this, but we have to see. Still have to see. Okay, so let's go through individual stocks here. Um, the Magnificent Seven, which are the seven biggest stocks. Now, not only seven, because we have these Broadcom as well, which raised like a hot cake in the past few weeks. It became another member of the trillion-dollar companies, the select club of the trillion-dollar companies. So it's now here as well. So the Magnificent Seven, we can call it like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 now. Okay, Netflix is here as well, just because I think Netflix is interesting. It's a very volatile stock. It's been a very volatile stock, and that's why I keep watching it. I see Netflix market cap for Netflix. I'm not sure. Let's see. Netflix market cap. Let's see. Oh, Netflix market cap. Yeah, it's not very big actually. It's like it's big, but it's not $1 trillion company. Like 359 billion. It's a lot, but anyway. Uh, MicroStrategy, which has which produces what nothing, is like around 150 now. Let's see, MicroStrategy. MicroStrategy. I'll always watch MicroStrategy stocks. MicroStrategy now it just made it to the Nasdaq 100. MicroStrategy. Guys know MicroStrategy. Yeah, MicroStrategy now is $75 billion. Okay, but MicroStrategy doesn't do anything, just buy Bitcoin. That's what they do. They buy Bitcoin. And okay, let's take a look here in the biggest names of the Nasdaq and of the S&P 500. Of course, Apple lower. Oh, much lower. Apple is like having a hard time these last weeks, especially uh, the last like week was very bad for Apple because they had some analysts downgrading the stock, actually putting it on a sell mode instead of hold. So Apple is being criticized by not innovating. There was even a podcast which Mark Zuckerberg took part um, this week or in the week on the weekend with Joe Rogan, where he said that Apple didn't wasn't innovating. They created the iPhone and nothing else after that. But I'd say that Meta also has not been very innovative in the last years. Okay, in the last decades, I would say, because they just grew by buying other people's stuff. Oh, you see, I said about this level being tested right at the beginning of the session, and that's what is happening here. Let's take a closer look here. I have the level of 529 as the most likely to see like a rejection. So it could be a good point to bet. Okay, if we see some sort of reversal from here, and it's interesting because when the stocks are like this very low, we're seeing Nvidia, we're seeing Microsoft not so low, but Nvidia especially, and Meta is like also very low. Uh, Tesla and Google. Okay, these stocks are very low right at the beginning of the session. What I think is that it's. I'm gonna change it real quick here, the chart, so just so you guys understand what I'm saying. We had this massive gap here. Okay, for Tesla, for example, this is Tesla. Okay, this massive gap. What happens most of times is that uh, the stock starts very low and comes back up. It already came a little bit up, okay, but I think we are at least coming back close to the gap here for Tesla. Okay, this is just one example. It's Tesla, and once we are here, we are going to head lower again, and that's what I think it's going to happen with the entire market. And if it happens with the entire market, but I don't know, like, look, Nvidia just tried to go higher and rejected it. If it rejects here again, maybe we might be breaking here the and I would be very cautious, if we don't make it to that. This is the US 100 again, okay, so you guys know, if we don't react here the way I'm expecting it to happen, okay, I would be very cautious on shorting this. It could work out, but especially today that I am very good, I am not going to short this anytime soon. I have to see it going up first. It's it's just not gonna happen. Uh, and it's trying to head higher. You see, uh, but it's not enough yet. We didn't reach the lowest point of the range, so uh, it could be interesting. And yeah, look, the only thing that I am like regretting a little bit is not having left this trade open for more time. I set an order here and it wasn't triggered, unfortunately. If it had been triggered, I would just had left because I was very confident we would reach this point here anytime in the session. It could be in the opening, but I couldn't just open a trade from here, for example, because it could. So we have to have criteria, okay? We have to have criteria. So as I'm saying, have more people here now. Uh, I am I am uh, I'm very confident that this level is gonna hold for a while. but I'm not seeing it now. It's not what you're seeing here. We are seeing that it's trying to go lower. We still have the 532 area from where we could see a reaction. And the way things are just getting built here, what am I thinking? Like, I like this point here as a point of break, okay? A point that I would like to see broken here in order to think about, okay? Um, there are two options here that we could see. If we reject this area here and just head higher and break this and have something like this happening, woo woo, I would enter, okay, along around here, 579. And if it comes back down and consolidates here, it would be a good point to enter from 535, okay? I believe that entering now from 535, 540 is a bit uh, risky, but it's up to you guys. I'm not giving any financial advice here. I'm just sharing with you my impressions of the market right now, and that's what I'm feeling. But at the same time, there's there's a back voice here in my mind saying, "Look, this is gonna break to the downside, buddy. This is gonna break to the downside and take everything with it." It's a possibility. I think it's a very I think it's a 70-30% at this moment, like 70% that it's going to go higher first before going lower, and 30% that it's just gonna break down. That's why I still stick to, look, this is going beautiful now. This is going beautifully. Look at this, 27, 32 points to the upside. Like I said, it was risky, but risk sometimes pays off. Imagine if you, when I just said, look, if you want to go from 540, help yourself. Woo, it would be like 50 points, 50 points positive now. I said, I said, no one can say that I didn't warn you guys that this would be a good trade. So this could be, actually, if I said this would be, I would have entered. Okay, but look, this is massive, 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 massive. And I don't think we have any news today. I checked it earlier, but just to make sure I am not committing any mistake here. Let's just see if it makes sense. What I just said. Yeah, we don't have any news in America today. We only have like 7 p.m. GMT federal budget balance, but I don't think this moves a lot the market. I don't remember this specific data moving the market very much. Um, and we have nothing actually. So what am I waiting for to enter since it was broken? I need to see now uh, a good retracement, okay? A good retracement. And when we see this retracement and the confirmation that the price is not heading lower, I will try to participate in the market. But I'm just like, at the same time that this huge candle here gives us confidence that this level was good, okay? At the same time, it means that it's a lot. And I feel kind of uncomfortable in these situations. But anyway, the market's been in the last days very bumpy, I would say, during the sessions. Like, it's just making these massive candles, which I don't like very much, especially because you see that we stop at right where it broke, okay, right from an area of consolidation here that just broke to the downside. So now what do I expect here? I since we have the retracement. Uh, if the price comes back to 612, for example, around this, if it comes here, especially if it comes bumpy, because I like it like and smaller, going there not so strongly, it's better. And then I would try to enter around a 583. But first, we need to see this price back to 612, 611. That's how trading is, guys, is waiting for the best time to enter. Because the more important in trading is keep yourself in the game. If you just lose your cartridge, your bullets very early in the session, you just lose the chance to really participate in the good time. So that's why I am usually very cautious with my trading. Uh, I just enter when the market is very, very good. But anyway, but I also give you guys some advice on risky movements, okay? So one of the risky movements I see here that you could try is if the price heads back down very strongly here, I would try to enter from 544, 545 around this area. It could react again to the upside, but it could not. Anyway, it's I think it's a 60-40% chance of reacting from 546, if you will. So you guys were there. If you want to make any questions about trading, about the strategy, about the market in general, feel free to use the chat. And as I always say, if you want to subscribe, like, so we'll be better evaluated on YouTube, and more people will join. I think, not bragging about that, but I think we have a very good content here, and other channels. The guys are just selling challenge for people, and I'm here trying to make you guys make talking. Okay, look, I'm not still using this as because it's not confirmed yet. Let's see this next candle. If this next candle hold the level upside, I will set an order. Yeah, I liked it. I'm liking it. I'm really liking it. I have now set an order around this area here, 581. Uh, let's see how it closes. Now I'm not liking it so much anymore. I have 18 seconds still. Okay. Yeah, it's not the best of the reactions. I think I'm withdrawing my order. Yeah, it's not so good. I thought I was intending to see it really, really, really holding here. I didn't see it, so I just withdrew my order for the moment. But I see this next candle. What's gonna happen here? Yeah, there's a huge selling pressure from the 600s. There's selling pressure from the 600s. And one of the things is that if we break the 600s, I think we're going very, very high. I think we're going to 800 again, exactly where we want to enter our short, okay? Because we are bearish here today. We are bearish. But I don't believe this level gonna be broken now. I really don't believe. It could be, like I said, it's a 70-30%, in my opinion. But 30% is still a lot of possibilities, okay? it could it could go lower right now. Oh, now it's more beautiful. Now it's looking more beautiful. Let's see if it's gonna hold there. If it holds around 600, yeah, but look how much pressure there is from 600, man. Let's see. If it holds above 600, I will keep my trade and my order. If not, I will not. Okay. 10 seconds. 10 seconds. Yeah. Now it's good. Okay. I will set then an order here again. Yeah. Now the order is valid. Uh, it's I just put it like bottom of this candle here. Okay. So we can know what's gonna happen. It's heading lower. Let's see if it's gonna take or order. So, and as I said, one of the things is I could have this order here, and it could go to stop loss, okay, because it's a possibility. It's always a possibility. Uh, and if it we go to stop loss here, I would see if we have some sort of consolidation, and I would try to enter around 546, 540, something like that. I want to see it happening. But for now, let's just wait to see if the price is gonna head back down. It's not. And this is something that we have to be very, uh, let's say, very calm about that as well. Like, not every time you are going to see the price come back to the area you want to enter. Okay, it's not it's not guaranteed. You know, it's not guaranteed because that's why it's a game of cat and mouse. Sometimes it doesn't work. What can you do? What can you do? Like now, you seem to be heading higher. I just gave you all the map. Like you don't need to follow exactly what I'm doing, but at least I'm giving you the points in the map that you should uh, be paying attention, and then you use your strategy to enter the trades as you believe is better. Okay. If I had kept my order, for example, okay, if I had kept my order, uh, we would be very good now. We would be very, 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 very good now, right? Because we just went like more than 50 points to the upside. But that happens, that happens. I'm really not very worried about this. It happens sometimes. I would say that 50% of the times it happens, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. If you are trading, right, one trade that you do uh, will be good enough. Um, any one trade that you do that works out. Look, I'm gonna show you one thing that I'm really excited about here. It has to do can be today. Look, this is the 1 hour. I'm just showing you the 1 hour, and we are about to close the 1 hour. Okay, we're about to close it. So look at the size of this week here. What does that mean? What does that mean? Most of times. Most of times it means we are coming back here in the next hour. Okay? in the next hour. So we still have a chance to get long from this area, I believe. Okay, I believe that. So yeah, and I can show you some instances where this happened. Look here, for example, this is Friday. We came all the way down, and I called this as well. I said, look, we're going back down, and we just came back down. It happens all the time. It happens. Oh, look this, for example. Boom, just came back. When we have these kind of candles, these kind of weeks, we always, almost always head back down. Look, here the same thing. So I'm expecting it to happen again. That's why this here might be an area to invest again. Should it come here? Okay. But now let's pay attention to what's happening here. Okay, because this is also an important area. This is also an important area, and it's being rejected. Okay. So what can we expect here? Look how beautiful this was. Look. If you wanted to trade just this, you would have made a banger here, almost 100 points. Maybe you're making more money than myself. Okay, look. Woo! 100 points. But okay, that's how it is. That's how it is. We don't need to worry about this. Look, I just canceled the order I had. I will wait for a new moment here. But let's see if this area is gonna hold again as a resistance. Okay, it could just get lower without any warn and just come back down to the area we just called. It's gonna come back pretty soon. It could just happen like that, or it could have all the process of uh, going down, which is the one we like to see. Okay. Uh, I would like to see this 640, 650 consolidated and then broken to the downside. And then we could think about entering around 160, 50, 660. But that's not what looks like it's going to happen. It's looking like it's going to just boom get lower all of a sudden. I don't know. That's why I have my strategy in place. And according to my books, I shouldn't enter this trade. Myself, maybe a year ago, would enter this trade to the downside. But that's why myself from a year ago is dead. And this new one is now living off of his trading. And again, I was saying like subscribe, share with your friends, share in forums, share in Reddit if you like it. I want to see more people here. Hey, it really looks to be heading down, back to where we were thinking. Um, like if you want to try something here, I would say around 667 would be a good entry if it comes back here. You could try this if you want. But I don't think I think it's going down without coming back. Just how it looks. Yeah, maybe look, maybe I'm feeling like setting a short here to see if it works. I'll do it, but 0.25% of the account. Because as I said, today is not a day to jeopardize profits. I did very well in the morning, and I think I will end up only trading in the morning the way it is. Because and let me know if you want to, if you want me to break down a strategy that I'm always also doing on the weekends for Bitcoin. Yeah, I have like a strategy. It worked very well. It paid off very well this weekend, and I'm taking advantage of the limitation of Bitcoin's volatility in the on the weekends. Oh, it almost went there. Whoa! Will it go there? I don't know. Let's see. I'm not very lucky with the shorts today. The second time it just goes shies off the point I needed it to. Let's see. It's no big deal anyway. And this strategy for Bitcoin in the on the weekends is very interesting. I started to see that Bitcoin was was behaving very well on the weekends in the 4 hour supports and resistances. And then I'm just applying the strategy that I use for the markets usually for Bitcoin on the weekends. Just giving a bit more room for it to breathe, not setting stop loss at zero Oh my god, it didn't take there. Oh no. If it doesn't reach my order and starts to head down. Okay, now. Okay, it touched my order. Let's see if it's going to head down now. Uh, it's a 50-50 this time, okay? I just tried because I wanted to do something. But I'm not sure if it's gonna work or not. Look, it's very bullish. It's pretty bullish. Maybe it's not gonna work. Yeah, it's not gonna work, I think. It's very bullish. Yeah. Oh, whew, just smoked. That's why I didn't want to risk a lot on this trade. It wasn't looking right. It wasn't looking right. It wasn't looking right. Okay. I shouldn't even have tried, to be fairly honest. Yeah. Let's see. This is the 4 hour break. We still have some bearishness here. I would try something depending on the reaction. Look, now I want to see this area here broken before entering a short. Or maybe if it's something forms here. Oh, Jesus, look, it's going back to my entry. Ah, no, I can't believe that. I cannot believe that. Look at this. It's just heading lower. Touched my stop loss and went lower. Okay. I gave the market some liquidity. That's fine. Very small trade though. Yeah, so two things that I could um, think about trading this market. First would be this area here being broken and a good reaction to the upside, and then we would enter something around here. Second is if we have a consolidation around here and then a break, we could try to enter from 670, 66. It could be fine. Or if we just head down, we could try to enter here again. But this time we have to be very careful entering here because we could break. I just don't think we're gonna break here because we need to push to the upside to break this again. Okay, we have like how many points? Like 641. We have more than 200 points to the upside in order to reach the high of the day. That's why I think it's very unlikely that we are going to break this 540 here, 530 before before going up first. We need this strength from this area here. We need we need some liquidity from this area here, okay, in order to head lower. I think some liquidity will be built around in the process of going up. Lots of people will start to enter longs from this area and stop losses around here, and then boom, all of a sudden we would like a flash going down. Even some people could enter here. I see some people doing this, like entering here and setting the stop loss at the low of the market, and this is exactly what the short sellers want to see. Lots of stop losses here so we can break. That's why I think we're heading higher. But we could go lower. Look, this was like a lack of luck. The price just started to descend when it reached my stop loss. It was ridiculous. My stop loss was 690. Okay, 690. My stop loss was 690. And look at where it went. It went to six, maybe 692 or even 691. Let's see exactly here. Another instrument to see this. Look, I was taken out for only by the freaking the freaking um Jesus Christ. I was taken off the trade only by the freaking spread. And it's just 1 point, guys. Sometimes two, but only 1 point. The Nasdaq, that's why I like to trade indexes because they have very low spreads. But look, even in this case, I was taken off of the trade because of the spread, because the price went to 689. It didn't go even to 690. Oh, Jesus Christ. Look, it would have been a beautiful trade if it worked out. I would be 40 points, 45 points now. 45 points now would be, but okay. These things happen. That's why you have to apply the risk reward rate. Your risk management has to be one of your best abilities in order to trade well. Okay. You see, again, we came lower. So, and we just came lower, you see. Uh, I'm watching this area here to see if it's gonna be broken. But anyway, if it breaks, okay, if it breaks and the price doesn't come back to here, I wouldn't. I will not short. I will not short. If it just keep going down, I'm not shorting it. I will not short it. I will not short it if it just go down. And another possibility, if you want, is trying to short from this area here. Maybe set an order around here, but I'm not gonna do that again because I got smoked the last time. So I have to remake myself from the coop. Okay. Uh, but if you want to risk it, it's a good area. Undeniably, is a good area. It's a good area. No doubt about that. It's breaking. It's breaking. It's breaking. Look at this, man. I would be what? My entry was 665. Look at this. 665 was my entry. 665 would be like more than 50 points. More than 50 points. But okay. No bother. Woo! Breaking. And there we go, guys. Let's see. I want to see the alarm. Now it was broken. And I would like to see this price back to 640, okay? And rejecting 640, 650, 660. If it does it, I will try to enter a new short. Okay. Interesting that Dow Jones US 30, as some of you might know it, is positive. Not a lot, but it's positive, like 0.30. I have here the stocks that make the Dow as well. Let's see. United Health, 4% higher. Home Depot, 1% higher. Chevron, 1.8% higher because the oil price is higher today. When the dollar goes down, usually the oil goes higher. Yeah, maybe United Health is pushing. United Health is pushing the Dow to the upside, and Chevron and Caterpillar as well. Caterpillar and Jane, yeah, like the big names of the Dow. This is the first one, United Health, because the Dow is measured like in a different way. It's measured like in price without weight, not like the Nasdaq, which is measured by weight. So the companies that are worth more have more impact on the index. The Dow is not like that. The Dow was created like in the 19th century. It was another, it was a different mindset down there. Yeah, look, it's testing. It's starting to go to the area I wanted to see. Okay, it either goes higher or if it rejects right away, I'll try a short from the same area if it comes back there. But remember, we could be accumulating to go higher. So I wouldn't bet so much in this short because this could only be accumulation to the upside. And if it accumulates to the upside, you will only see something happening at 840, 850. I really believe that. So if by any chance you're long from here, I would maybe close some of the position around here, back here, but I would keep it open because it could really head higher in the session. I really think. But don't go to over 800 because then you could lose it. Let's see. Look now 641, good. That's where we wanted to see the price heading. Now we need the rejection. It doesn't need to be now. It just need to be in this leg. This leg has to be has to be rejected at any point between there and the 670, 680, and the 665 or the VWAP is. Let's see if it gets rejected. If it rejects and I enter the trade and it doesn't work out, I'm not shorting it anymore from there. I'll just try to short from the upside from 800 onwards. Otherwise, it doesn't make sense. It's a very sensitive area now. because this is when you're not in support or resistance, when you are like in the middle of the range, you could sometimes misinterpret rejection with accumulation or distribution. In this case, we would be caught by accumulation, like disguised accumulation. Sometimes the market uh, create traps for people look at it and say, okay, it's going higher, okay, it's going lower, and then it just makes the opposite. And our work as traders, especially retailers, is to try to avoid these traps at all costs. Look, it's beginning to reject it. I think if we go back to 613 and below, I will think about trying something from 640. Okay. But it has to close below 613 first. Yeah, it has to close below this area. A bit below. Doesn't need to be too below. Just a little bit. Okay, look, I'm gonna try uh, a short from 638, okay? 638 is my point. And if it doesn't work this time, I'm just waiting for something better. I'm not gonna try from here again. This is the last attempt from this area. Okay. We have good room until here and very good room until here. But it could not go there. If it doesn't go there, fine. But whoa, we almost did that trade, guys. Almost. It was by 1 point. 1 point. And this point was the spread. Oh my goodness, it's heading lower now. Yeah. Maybe it's not gonna come back. Maybe it's not coming back there. We'll just go back to the support. But it's good. It's good because if it goes back to support and it reacts from the support, I think we're gonna head higher because maybe there are people entering a lot of people entering short from the view up, and they have their stop losses above it. And if they have their stop losses above it, the price will skyrocket. If it heads back down and reacts to the upside, it might be a very good opportunity to long. Yeah, from there, to be fairly honest, from there, I'm starting not believing in this order anymore. Okay, that's why I'm withdrawing it. It doesn't make any sense to have this order here anymore. Okay, because it just broke the point that I would set stop loss at zero. It's almost getting to my expected take profit. So forget about that. And I wasn't wrong about this, but the market took my liquidity here. Oh, it happens. And now let's see. Let's see how it behaves. Maybe, maybe it's gonna be a, a boom to the upside. because people are shorting this thing. Maybe we'll have to wait to see. We'll have to wait to see. Heading lower. It would have been a trade, guys. 109 points already. Let's see. It's just heading lower, lower, lower. Mm, and well, I'm thinking about entering in the morning as well. I don't know. I'm still mulling it over. And about Bitcoin on the weekends, I think I'm gonna make a video about that. Maybe it's gonna attract more audience, like best strategy for trading Bitcoin on the weekends. Could be a good title. I'll see with SEO. I'll ask uh, ChatGPT to help me with the title to attract more people. It's a pretty nice and easy strategy. No indicators whatsoever. Because I don't use indicators, by the way. I try to use them all. Think about an indicator, try to use it. Look, 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 look what's going on here, guys. It's not exactly very beautiful, this, but it's a consolidation and it's being broken. Okay. I will try a trade from this area here. Let's just put a trade here. I think it's. I'll try to enter a trade from the bottom of this reaction here, okay? Because I really think it's a good point. And if it doesn't work, um, maybe I will try to see a new consolidation from here. And it's going to be it. If it doesn't work as well, if this setup doesn't work, I think I will just wait on the sidelines and not do so much stuff. Only if it goes back to 800, then I would short. But if this setup doesn't work out, I think I'm not gonna keep watching the markets with my full attention. I'll just do the other stuff I have to do in life and keep an eye on the phone. And if it happens, if something happens, I'll come back here to my trading then and try something. But I'll leave the live open with the chart. And anything that changes in the chart, you will kind of see uh, in the live. So, and if something really important happens, I will be back here revealing my strategy, revealing my steps, what I'm gonna do. But it doesn't seem to be retracing back. Not worried about that. Yeah, it's just going up. Then, unfortunately, it's not the case of entering along anymore. It's almost might supposedly take profit. Yeah. Yeah, these order also doesn't make any sense anymore. Now you're back to the area close to the view up. Yeah, now I really think we could break this because of the buy side liquidity there. There's a lot of buy side liquidity over 693. Better said, it's the people who sold who have stop losses above 693, and that means they are they're going to lose their trades. And this, for example, this is the what just happened here. Look, this was the that's why I'm not shorting this again. Okay, guys, I'm not shorting this again, even if it comes back down, because this 63 points here, it looks to me as people were short from here, from where I shorted. Okay, I just didn't have good luck to keep this trade, um, and they just uh, they just started to trail here, maybe trailing from here, from here, from here. They had their stop losses around here, and that's what happened. Like boom, a lot of buy orders here, so buy stops, and well, that's what happened. Just move the price higher. Uh, let's see, this view up could still stand. I don't think so. It's looking like the market on Wednesday was like this. It it tried it tested the view up or the view up region around three times, four times, and in the fourth or fifth time, it just broke to the upside. Uh, it could happen now or not. And would I enter here? Should say that I wouldn't, okay, because it just made a small tree today and lost it. It's not even 4 p.m. GMT now, because it's kind of consolidating there. Um, I'm thinking about investing in this if for the right reasons, okay? If for the right reasons. And what would be these right reasons? These right reasons would be uh, okay, we have here this consolidation. Right reasons would be a break of this consolidation, then a kind of retest or a beautiful uh, morning star candle, and this would be it. This would look good, but it's not what we are. Uh, we are seeing it now. But now it's breaking to the upside, and that's the thing I just mentioned we could see happening, which is a trigger of all the stop losses above 696 or 700, and the triggering of these stops would make, especially because maybe there's some people entering now with shorts now. They're entering the shorts now, they'll get smoked. They'll get smoked, guys. Let's see this candle. What does it do? It's being rejected. Okay, let's see. It's a beautiful candle. It was a beautiful candle. Let's see now. Oh, beautiful candle. Beautiful candle. Yeah. If it keeps there, it's going to be a beautiful candle. And I'll tell you something. I will even try a very small position, like 0.125% of the account, if it's followed by a morning star. Okay, because it could be a good break. It could be a break that's gonna it's gonna smoke everyone. But I don't think so. In the end, it rejected exactly the 693, but it might be uh, caused by people shorting. Let's see. If it's gonna be the smoke now, more people might be entering now, and that's why the morning star is nice, because it shows that more people are entering and they're going to get smoked. But it doesn't look like the morning star will come, so I will not enter because of that. Let's see. Okay, beautiful. I mean, if it doesn't work out, fine. Okay, we had a morning star. Let's see. If I get smoked again, I will just stop making these silly trades. Let's just wait. I would try to go up to 130 points. And this candle is the one we expected to smoke everyone. Let's see if we will be smoked or other people will be smoked. Maybe it's us. There's still short pressure here. A lot of people are trying to short this. But I'll leave it open. Let's see. I don't usually do these trades in the middle of the range, but anyway, I had a good day in the morning. It's a very small trade in the end. If it pays off, it will be 1% of the account. If it doesn't, it's a 0.125% of loss. Yeah, there's still a lot of pressure, a lot of selling pressure. But this might be good actually, selling pressure, because if they're selling pressure, there are more liquidity, buy side liquidity to be smoked. Or just wait. Twenty points now. Not bad. Let's just see if it's gonna go. I'm not setting stop loss at 0 this time. Usually I do that, but this time I'm not doing it. But if it comes back and it doesn't really break here, then I will do it because maybe it's a failed liquidity grab. It's a failed liquidity smoke, I would say. Yeah, let's see. Let's see the reaction now. No. Yeah, I think there's more selling pressure than individuals thinking about buying and putting this market to the upside. Yeah, if I lose this trade, it's fine. I'll just turn off the mic and uh, come back if something important happens. But it looks like it's not gonna work this time. Yeah, it's just heading down. It's gonna smoke the stop loss now. It's gonna smoke the stop loss. It smoked. Okay. 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 Done. Didn't work out. Fine. As I said, it wasn't. It's not the. Uh, it's not the setup that I like the most to trade. Okay. And because of that, I'm not trading these setups anymore. Okay. I will just wait for the beautiful setups now. The risky ones didn't pay off today. It's fine. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. That's how it is. I thought we would possibly break this and smoke all the sell side, buy side liquidity we have here, but we didn't. Just uh, people loaded with more shorts here. Now they're making the price lower. And what can happen as well is like uh, the price starts to revert from exactly my stop loss. Maybe this is the day of these things happening. So I'll take a break here, guys. It's enough for me for the moment. Two losses, even though small losses. But I'll be back if something comes up. Okay, just to just to say that maybe if these uh, this was broken, this is kind of consolidation here was broken to the downside. If we have a new rejection of this area, maybe it's a good idea to enter short from here. I'll keep an eye on this and I'll come back with something if you guys are still there. See you later. So, guys, I'm back here real quick. Um, I am not trading this anymore. Okay, at least where it sits now. I think we might be heading higher, but this is the time of the session that things might not happen. I just before turning off everything, I entered this trade here. I'm gonna show you guys. Should have told you about that, but I entered this trade here, and I'll just explain the logic behind it. It was because uh, we rejected the area here. I was expecting it like to come back here, but since it didn't, it just consolidated here and came just back. Made this morning star here. I entered a short from better than this area here. It was like it was here. It was higher than this. As I entered like market order here, it was exactly on the tip of this week here, and I came down all the way here, but I started trailing at this point, and then I just left here. It was a 36-point trade. I left like 24 points, 24 points in on the table. It's fine, and now I would say that it was too much because we had this area here before market, and I should have targeted it. If I had, I would have made 65 points, which would be brilliant. But anyway, uh, I didn't. It was a small trade, and now I'm really not interested in what's happening here. Although this break was cool, maybe if it um, just comes back up to 626, 627, 628, might be interesting to try to enter something from 600 or 610 or something like this. But I'm really not interested in this, you know. What I would do here is like I would like to see this price going higher over 700, 800. Okay, maybe in 2 3 hours we get there, and maybe the last 2 hours of the session we might be heading lower back to this area here, or even maybe breaking it, depending on how the things are set. Okay. So that's it. It was a pleasure to be with you. As you can see, I have other stuff to take care. I made my money today, 1.5% of my account. Actually, 2% with this other trade now. And it was great. I have nothing to complain. Don't be greedy. And remember, this is just a game. This is not life. Life is what's happening here now. See you guys tomorrow. Have a good continuation on your day. See you. Bye bye.